name is Tim Heavin. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the myth of unhoused people choosing to be unhoused, right? And they don't want to accept help, shelter, or housing. So, oftentimes we'll see, you guys probably seen it, the reporter will go up to someone, do you want housing? And they'll say no, right? Has anyone here seen that before? Right? That's like 1 out of a million, right? But they'll stick on that one. And really what that person is saying, right? They're not saying, no, I don't want housing. They're saying, no, I don't trust you. No, who are you? You know? Like, first of all, like, in doing the outreach for the last 4 years, I've gotten to know pretty much all the unhoused folks in my area. And there's not one person I can tell you that doesn't want to be housed. You know, if you explain to them that about housing first, and then they can still use and be housed, you want a roof over your head to use, or you want to use out here? I mean, it's only common sense that they're going to want to have roof over their head, right? And so those are the kind. But then the thing is that we tend to stick on those. You know, say those one person that says no, I don't want housing. That's the narrative spreads, right? So that's kind of a dangerous situation. Okay, I just want to ask everyone here today, like, who in here wishes that they could win the lottery today? Anyone? Who doesn't? What if I told you that one lucky person in here today is going to leave here with the biggest prize ever? I'm dead serious. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm feeling pretty gracious today. I think everyone in here is going to win today. Not just any prize, but the biggest prize ever known to mankind. The biggest one, right? So, congratulations, everyone. You guys were all born winners. You won the biggest prize when you were gifted with this life, right? So, here, self-pat on the back, right? You beat the odds. The odds are literally next to nothing, right? That you have won this, being gifted with this life that we have, right? So, life is a precious gift, right? Some of us that have been gifted with this life are more fortunate than others, right? Can we all agree on that? If there was, you know, some of us, we haven't had the same trauma, lived experience, education, family dynamics, you name it. Everyone has their own unique individual experience, right? But what I'm asking you today, if there's one contract that came with this life, right? And it just simply said that, you know, that you would do your part to uplift those that are less fortunate than you are, and help those that need help. Would you sign that contract? Anyone? Some people aren't raising their hand. Is it too much to ask? Too much to ask? Will you sign that contract today? Right? That's all I ask. Right? So Kathy's cry, right? So when we were creating this presentation, I kind of got inspired. About a month ago, I got a call. I do a lot of advocacy. I got a call from this lady, Kathy, and she called, obviously upset, crying, and she told me that, I don't know how she got my number, but she told me that you know, they were exiting her emotional support dog, her little emotional support dog, from the shelter she was staying in. And Kathy is an older African American lady on disability, and the dog's documented emotional support dog. And I was really confused. I'm like, wait. Exiting your emotional support dog? What are you talking about? Never heard of this before. She's like, yeah, I've been here 2 weeks. She put the dog down to pee in the pee area, but he wasn't on his leash, which she had done for every day she's been there, but I guess they hadn't seen her. But this time the staff saw her. Oh, now she's not following the rules. The dog has to go. And it just really touched my heart that, you know, that it would, like, this is not right. I contacted the director of the program and tried to reason with him. I told him, let's just let her stay the night. Like, it's cold outside, and we'll reason about this tomorrow. And he agreed. He let her do that. At the same time, I get a text from him saying, just to be clear, she could stay. The dog has to go. Like, wow, you know, like this is you know, it's like where's the humanity? Where's the compassion in it, right? And that's why in the songs, like, when did compassion get buried in rules of red tape, right? It's that dog's not it's a lifeboat afloat. It's not a, you know. And so why it matters. So my intervention with Kathy was so the next day I was able to get her another shelter in the next city over. Same organization, actually. believe it or not. That's how crazy it is, right? But I managed to convince the shelter to let her stay overnight. But like, it wasn't a solution, though. It's a delay. Without permanent systemic change, like people, like accessible affordable housing that accommodates people's real needs, Kathy and countless others remain one rule, one misstep, or one indifferent decision away from losing everything. That's all it takes. So, when Kathy called me, I could only offer a stopgap, right? Convincing the shelter for one night and scrambling to relocate her. That's not a win, it's a delay, right? If I hadn't been there, she'd have been back on the street, her dog gone, her hope shattered. This isn't sustainable. We need permanent solutions. Housing that's affordable on her disability income, that welcomes her dog, that doesn't punish her for being human, right? Because alive, energy, pure vibration, human, right? Temporary fixes keep people alive, but only permanent changes give them a life, right? Every day Kathy stays house, now it will depend on luck, loopholes, or someone like me stepping in. And that's not stability, it's a tightrope. And so, the question is like, how long can we keep patching a sinking ship before we build a new one, right? What would permanent housing solutions look like for Kathy and others? The systemic responsibility that we have is, why should Kathy's fate rest on my phone call? It's not my job alone. It's ours as a society to build a system where no one's survival is a coin toss. Imagine if Kathy had a permanent home, not a shelter, affordable housing aid for people on fixed incomes, pet-friendly policies, no strings attached housing. That's the change we need. Not band-aids, but blueprints. So this is where the contract of life comes in. Signing it means committing to more than temporary aid. It means advocating for systems that don't fail Kathy the moment I hang up the phone, right? Okay, Kathy's story showed us the fragility of temporary fixes. Her night in the shelter, her dog nearly lost her hope hanging on a thread. So what I'm working on is the Compassion and Homelessness Response Act, because we can't keep patching holes. We need a new system, right? This bill holds governments accountable, demanding permanent housing before punishment, and prioritizing dignity over rhetoric. It's not just about helping Kathy, it's about every human deserving a roof over their head in 2025. I mean, we're in 2025. I just feel like everyone deserves a roof over their head right now, right? Like, all the technology advancements, everything, we can't have a roof over everyone's head. We all read life's a gift. Now let's sign that contract together. Advocate with me on this. Let's see here. I wanted to kind of finish this with a poem here that I wrote. I know we're already on time, so I'm going to try to rush through this. So here's a poem I wrote, right? I'm kind of skipping a lot. So many cries, too many lost. Governments feed while the people pay costs. CPS crumbles, shelters betrayed. Compassion sold to the highest pay. They build empires, not a home, stacking gold while the children roam. I walk with fire, torch in hand, to cleanse this breed, to shift the land. Pride's their crown, but the kingdom is hollow. Money talks while the souls they swallow. Kids slip through the cracks, families break, systems feast while hearts forsake. Greed's a poison, the beast grows fat, mercy lost in the hands of that. But I say, no, this ain't the way. Pride without soul just breeds decay. This my act, compassion's blade, cut through the dark where greed's been laid. Not a plea, but a rebel's cry. Lift the fallen, let truth rise. Roots run deep, I stand and I fight. Love's my weapon, my guiding light. If you chase cash, not change, step back, I rearrange. Beasts grow rich, but I grow wise. Compassion burns behind these eyes. No more games for profit's sake, built with heart, let greed break. So many wounds I plant the seed, fire in my soul is all I need. This is my act, let it ring, let it soar, love reborn forevermore.
I'm going to leave it at that, but we are here. If any of you all, I know we're at time, but if any of you all want to stay, I know we're at the very end of a very long conference, but we're here if you have questions or you want to discuss any of these thoughts.